Consider becoming a YouTube member for only 99 cents a month. It gets you access to private Discord channels, special emotes, and other goodies. So it's been a while since we've talked about Ready or Not. I just received an email from them for their supporter development update, and I wanted to go through and talk about the changes, what they're presenting to the community, and kind of go forth and just keep you guys in the loop as to what this game is going to be. I know a lot of people in my comment section have already wrote it off, but I don't give a fuck. I want to see this game through and see what the developers do after facing so much criticism and controversy when they did their alpha test. I want to follow through, support these guys, and see where they take this game. It could lead absolutely nowhere, but for now, let's just talk about it. So this one is titled Community Feedback and Changes, New Game Modes, New Levels, and Features. So starting with Community Feedback and Changes, their main focus of development is set on single-player and co-op content of Ready or Not. They have been actively listening to and reviewing player feedback received since the release of their latest PvP update. As such, we have been working on fixing bugs and issues, balancing gameplay, and bringing new content to the alpha. Personally, for me, I'm all about the co-op, all about the single player. The multiplayer for me right now, especially after that alpha PvP showcase they did, I just don't care about it. I want to play and showcase the co-op content. Supporter feedback. New customization screen is difficult to navigate. Action. We continue to reiterate on this concept, and the first modification is to allow players to choose which attachments they want to equip from a drop-down list instead of having to scroll through all the options as shown below. You guys are seeing the screenshot here. Yes. This was one of my direct gripes about their UI element. I love it. And I love how they're literally going through and saying, here's the feedback, here's the action we're taking to do it. I love this. Supporter feedback. Gunplay is too simple and not tactical oriented enough. Interesting feedback. Action. Remove the dead zone automatic recentering, which should improve the gunplay and incentivize more mindful aiming. This will make point shooting something the player has to learn and get familiarized with, instead of having the crosshair constantly centered in the middle of the screen. The clip below demonstrates this new system, and you guys are seeing the clip here. Reloading while ADS causes player to lose target acquisition. We've updated the reload animations when aiming down sight so that the player can maintain target acquisition while reloading, as shown in the clip below. I absolutely love it. It looks good as well. This email is great. Weapons feel random and inconsistent. I actually agreed with that back during the alpha showcase. We've revised all the weapons, making changes to multiple values such as damage, recoil, shake, penetration, and fire rate. All weapons have received an increase in damage, which will reduce the number of rounds it takes to down an enemy player. Bullet spread for shotguns has also been widened. Cool. I'll have to do some testing with the shotgun, but I'm glad they increased the damage on all the weapons. It makes you actually have to think about what you're trying to do. For their new game modes, to further incentivize tactical gameplay, we are adding a number of new PvP game modes with a heavy focus on strategy, use of less lethal equipment, and arresting. We need it. With higher damage, it's actually going to make it even worse to have to use the non-lethal, so we need game modes that surround that to make it actually a viable equipment usage. VIP exports. SWAT must escort the randomly selected player VIP to an extraction point within the level to win the round. It's a player VIP. This is exactly what the mode in Insurgency is that everyone has been asking for. I believe it was called Ambush. The enemies must prevent this by intercepting, capturing, and holding the VIP hostage for a certain amount of time, so you actually can't kill them, which is a little bit more tactical, a little bit more, team oriented than Ambush is. If the timer runs out and SWAT hasn't successfully freed the VIP, then the enemies win the round. Arrest and rescue. The objective is to arrest all the members of the enemy team using less lethal equipment while simultaneously rescuing any teammates who are arrested. So I think that was kind of one of the modes we played during the alpha, I believe, where like you could arrest everybody. You put it was a weird game mode. Obviously the game was just completely broken at the time, but that VIP escort is the one I'm really looking at. And then they have team deathmatch, hunt down, neutralize enemy player. I mean, we know what team deathmatch is. King of the Hill is apparently already in the game, it says. A modified version of tug of war. Opposing teams must fight for domination of a designated area within the level, holding the area and keeping the enemies at bay. So yeah, tug of war was kind of that. It says, alternatively, the first team to arrest the entire enemy team will also win the round. So once these game modes are in there, I want to jump back in with a group of people, and I want to see how these non-lethal equipment takedowns and arresting works, because I know in the alpha playtest, in the showcase, it was brutal. Like, you weren't doing it. It was just easier to kill everybody. So I want to see how it works now with arresting. There's new levels and features. We're also bringing a new PvP level with doors. Both this new level and training will be compatible with the VIP Escort, Arrest and Rescue, and TDM. King of the Hill will only be available for playing in training, and the training map is what we saw during the alpha showcase. On top of that, we decided to bring back the night version of training and the in-game server browser by popular request. Thank fuck, dude. I hated the matchmaking during that alpha showcase, so the fact that they're bringing that back, great. And to conclude, they say these changes will arrive on the next Steam update to the PvP build of the game. As always, we're looking forward to hearing your comments and feedback on the changes as we continue to work towards our beta targets. And for those excited to see more content from within the single player and co-op branch, don't worry, we'll be showing more on the next development update. One last thing, we previously indicated that the content of these updates were under NDA. This is no longer so. The content of these updates are no longer NDA, and we encourage supporters to share them with the other. I didn't even know they were, I don't even remember getting the first one. So I got this one, super psyched. Next time, I believe they're doing these every 2 weeks. So here in the near future, you guys are going to be able to hear about some co-op content, which I'm super psyched about. I'm not going to stretch this video out. I just wanted, again, to follow up with Ready or Not, let you guys know that I'm still on the train here. As much shit as we gave them, the fact that these guys came out and addressed a lot of the criticisms and all of the complaints levied against them, I covered that in the last Ready or Not video that I did, where I gave the developers props. I said, yeah, this is how you do it. Communication moving forward needs to be legit. So we're still here. We're going to see this game through to the very end, and we'll see exactly where it ends up. They're making some positive changes, and I want to highlight that on the channel. My name is Big Fry. I thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like on it and consider subscribing, and I'll see you on the next one.